Hi there, these comments are for N, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at this 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And I'm listening to it's an independent speaking practice test that you have completed. And if I remember correctly, you're answering the first question. So what is better when preparing for an exam, studying alone or studying with a group? So let's listen to your response.
I totally prefer to study with a group when I want to prepare myself to my exams instead of studying alone, because that will encourage me to study better and get higher score, and also that will be more interesting for me. Like last semester, I took a chemistry class. It was a very difficult and boring class, and I had to study a lot of material. So in the end of the semester, I studied with my friends, and when I had any difficult question which I couldn't understood or I couldn't answer, my friend helped me to answer this question, and always they encourage me to study better. This is why I prefer to study with a group.
Okay, now let's listen to it one more time, and I'm going to give you a score here. Excuse me. I just worked through a cold, no, actually the flu, for about 7 days. I'm feeling a lot better today, but okay, I'm looking at the rubrics here. So my first impression is pretty good. You're very comfortable with your delivery. You speak fluently. You don't have a lot of unnecessary pauses. I think that's good. Language use, I think you might have a few minor issues with language use. Topic development, you need a clear organization to your ideas. That's my impression. So I'm going to say right now about 3.0 out of 4, 23 points out of 30. So let's listen to it one more time. Okay, here we go.
I totally prefer to study with a group when I want to prepare myself to my exams instead.
Want to prepare myself for my exams. Prepare for, not to. So that's a problem with word choice and also understanding the differences in different kinds of prepositions.
Of studying alone, because that will encourage me to study better and get higher score, and also
they'll encourage me to get either a higher score or higher scores and make scores plural. So that's a minor systematic error there.
That will be more interesting for me.
The problem is you got those 3 reasons. That's a lot of ideas, and you now need to support all those points. That's not easy to do. And interesting, I don't recommend that you try to organize anything around an idea like interesting, because it's very unclear what that word means. So that one, I would probably throw that out, that third idea there. Just throw it out. Don't even bring it up. Because if you bring it up in the beginning of your response, then you're expected to develop that point with specific supporting detail.
Like last semester, I took a chemistry class. It was a very difficult and boring class, and I had to study a lot of material. So in the end of the semester, I studied with my friends, and when I had any difficult question which I couldn't understood or I couldn't answer, my friend helped me to answer this question, and always they encourage me to study better. This is why I prefer to study with a group.
Yeah, right. So what you said in the beginning, those 3 points, you didn't really tie your example to those 3 reasons. So there's not a clear connection of ideas between what you did in the beginning and then what happens in the middle of your response. If you said something like this, if you said, well, because I can concentrate better on my studies and I can get higher scores on my tests, I prefer to study in groups when I'm preparing for exams. Then you say, first of all, studying in groups it helps me to score higher on my tests. Then you support that with an example or two, and then you bring up your next idea, then you support that. So there's not a clear connection, I think, of ideas in there. So that's probably one area you can definitely work on. You had that minor problem with language use with prepositions that you can also work on. But I think the biggest issue here is topic development, is the overall organization of your ideas. Alright, so again, I'm going to put you at a score of 3.0 out of 4, 23 points out of 30. The good news is I'm comfortable with some practice. If you practice with me for maybe 30 days, I think that you can get a score of 4 or 30 points out of 30, but I still have to listen to a few more practice tests and have you do some pronunciation pre-tests to kind of see where you are, and that gives me more information about your limitations. But your delivery is actually pretty good. That's a good that's a good sign, right? Alright, anyway, thank you very much for doing this free TOEFL speaking practice test evaluation.